I have with us Mr. Mahad. His nickname is Mahad and full name is Muhammad Zuhair Abdullah, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I have given you some questions a couple of minutes ago, I think. Okay, first of all, would you like to give your introduction?
Okay, of course, sir. Assalamu alaikum. My name is Muhammad Zohar Abdullah. I'm a student. Currently, I'm doing my bachelor's in business administration from University of Chittagong. I'm also an military aspirant. I'm preparing myself to face the ISSB examination, and that would be it for me.
Okay, wonderful. That's great. And would you like to tell about your study? I mean, your schooling.
Yes, of course. I've come from nursery till class 12 or HSC. I studied at Cantonment English Korean College. I completed my PSC, JSC, SSC, and HSC from Cantonment English Korean College with great distinction. Currently, I admitted into University of Chattogram, and right now I'm studying there, residing there.
Wonderful. As you were spectacular in speaking English, I mean, you're very good at English
Thank you,
comparing
sir.
to other students. Anyway, so
Thank
do
you,
you
sir.
speak any other language?
Yeah, as I'm a Bengali, as I'm a Bangladeshi, I usually speak Bangla a lot. Other than that, I don't speak any other language except for English.
Can you tell me the way that you followed earlier when you started learning English? What are the key points that you followed to learn English?
So from childhood, I was always involved with English version and English education system. So from childhood, continuously I used to study English books and everything English. I had to solve math problems or different kind of problems in English. So I had the basic knowledge on English, and I pretty much could spoke at minimalistic English. But I worked on it in class 7, and targeted that I should perfect my English, and I should improve my English. For that reason, I joined a debating club. In that club, me along with some of my friends friends and with the help of some guidance from the seniors, we made a group used to speak English every day and try to debate on random topics in English. Other than that, I also started watching English movies and English series to enhance my speaking and vocabularies. And I also started reading some English book. Started to read some English book, but I don't read that much often right now. My first book that was mentioned would be Sherlock Holmes and the Norwood Mystery. I was a really big fan of Sherlock Holmes and his stories related with detective and related to the field of detective.
Okay, and what about newspapers? Does it help?
Uh, for me, I don't. I right now I'm reading newspaper on a daily basis because I try to keep myself updated with the current affairs. But in the previous time, I don't used to read newspaper that often.
Okay. But many people, particularly many teachers, suggest that you should. Anyway, my next question is very important for you, and my other students also might get some help with this question and answer. What is the most difficult thing about English for you?
Most difficult thing for me that would be the language is a very big thing because we only know about 5 to 10% of the actual English. When I started my preparation for IBA, and to sit for IBA, you must learn at least 3,000 to 4,000 new words. When I started to learn those words, I actually came to know that how tough English is in terms of vocabularies and meanings. There are a lot of words and a lot of phrases that are frequently used in English terminology that might not be that much common for us in Bangladesh. So there's a lot to learn in English. It's a very big language.
Okay,
So for
but
me, I guess the
there isn't
vocabulary.
any particular problem that you find or difficulties you can find when you speak or learn speaking English or spoken English.
the difficulty I face is the uses of the word on the right time.
Okay.
There are some very critical vocabularies that only means one thing, and you can't use it that much often. I feel it difficult to use that vocabularies. How to use those vocabularies in a normal conversation?
Okay, sometimes the condition is like that when you speak in a topic and you have bunch of vocabularies in your mind, but you cannot express it. I'm like, you get you
Yes, sir.
you're not getting to express that
Yes, sir.
vocabularies in a right time, okay? But you have that
Yes,
vocabularies in your mind.
yes, sir.
Okay, that's good. Tell me one thing that do you really use English in your daily work?
I don't use English in daily work that often. I used to use it in. I used to use it earlier when I worked in some international organizations, international youth organizations. In that organization, we used to have frequent meetings. So in that meeting, I had to speak in English because there were a lot of people from different part of the world, and only in that period I used to speak English on a daily basis. But nowadays I don't speak in English that often.
In our schooling in the education system in our country, we learn English for years, primary school, secondary school, college, and universities. But most of the time, when we do classes in, especially English classes in schools and colleges, our teacher don't actually speak in English classes. Okay, is this a problem?
Yes, I believe this is one of the main problem that normal student faces in learning English, because at least in English class, if the teacher is not speaking in English, the students will not get the gist of English or won't understand the importance of English. So I believe if teachers, at least in English classes, the teachers must speak in English and help the student understand what he is saying. So I think English is very important in while taking classes.
And also, it's a question of inspiration as well. When you see the
Yes, sir.
teachers is speaking in English and students also get motivated by the teachers' activities, which can be done in English. Anyway,
Yes, sir.
how do you learn new vocabulary in English?
Currently, I'm learning new vocabularies by watching a series that you recommended, Game of Thrones. The series has a lot of new words, and for sometimes I just pause the episode and search the word in dictionary or search in Google what the true meaning of that word is. So right now I'm learning new words from that series, but earlier time I had a book, and I had some PDFs for IPA preparation, through which I used to learning new words or new vocabularies.
Okay, as you said about the series that I recommended, Game of Thrones, so how much did you watch?
So right now I'm in episode 10.
Okay, that means at the end of the first season, right?
First season. Yes, sir. I'm eager
Okay,
to move to the next season.
okay, so how's the mystery?
It's interesting right now, and everything is now moving very fast, and now I can understand the every relation and every problems that everyone is facing right now, the communications between them and the plannings and the way they are moving and everything. Now I'm getting used to it. But when I started watching the series, that was really confusing because I didn't know what was happening, what was going on, and what they wanted or anything. But now I I caught the whole series right now, and it's really interesting right now for me.
Okay, have you witnessed with the character Joffrey?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
How was it? How's the character?
Oh, I would say he is one of the most interesting character in the whole series. I'm really fascinated with that character because it's really amazing the way he speaks and the way he presents himself. It's really interesting.
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting and as well as he's like crazy, sort of crazy
Yes,
people,
sir.
you
Yes,
know?
sir. Yes, sir. He's really crazy.
Yeah, and he does whatever he wants and
He
whatever
wants.
he
Yes.
want to do.
Yes,
And
sir. I
is
would
there any
say that.
chance?
Yes, it is because I would say previously I used to watch series like daily soaps. That wasn't that much interesting or anything. It was just passing the time. The story didn't had any front or tail, and it just, yeah, I used to just go with the flow and everything. And but the series Game of Thrones is really interesting, and you need a lot of patience and a lot of concentration while watching the whole series, because in a blink of an eye, the whole structure changes and the whole situation changes. So you need to be very attentive to watch the whole series to really get the gist out of it.
Okay, did you find your favorite character till now?
Not till now, I didn't find my favorite character right now, because all the characters are, everyone has their pros and cons, and I'm not liking anyone right now. Inshallah, in future I will get my future favorite character out of them.
Okay, and what about the character dwarf Tyrion Lannister?
Dan Lannister. Oh, I used to watch his short form videos in YouTube and Instagram a lot, and I was really intrigued with his way of speaking, way of presenting. I was really interested. I really started watching the series for him firstly, because in some of the shots, how he was presented and how he spoke was really really interesting. So one of my main reason to watch Game of Thrones, or the main motivation, was to watch him, what he does, what he says, and anything, everything.
Okay, nice, wonderful. When I was watching that particular series, a singular series, I was into it for hours, for days, and can say for weeks as well. So whenever I travel to anywhere, like I provide trainings to Cox's Bazar organizations, just switch on that series and watch till the ending of my journey. So it's a nice experience, and I have watched that movie series 5 times. So it was a nostalgia for me. So I recommended it to you, and you can also recommend to your friends as well in order to learn English. So, next question, and it would be the last question for today. How do you think English will be helpful for you in future?
Okay. English is an international language. Whenever, wherever you go, whatever you want to do in your life, English is a must. If you want to at least survive, because it is an internationally recognized language, and everyone uses it as their prime method of communication. So if you don't learn English, and if you are really poor in English, you will face problem while growing up, or while facing other people's, or while going abroad. So if I believe that if you learn English, if you have a very good grasp on English, you won't face any problem in your future. Wherever you go or whatever you want to do, you won't face any problem. So English can be a very great asset for you.
Okay, the question was how it will help you in your future.
In my future, I'm really sorry. Okay. In my future, as I'm pursuing for military life, in military life, because in military, you're not only dealing with the problem in your country, you're also dealing with other military organizations, like US Army or British Army or any other or military organization. In that time, if you are not fluent in English, they will comment, or they would think that you are very poor, and you are not that much well built, or you don't have any that much caliber in you. So if my English is up to mark, and I'm really fluent in it, and I don't face that much problem in English, then I will be able to express myself in front of them proudly, and with proudly, and with great inner strength. What will be the synonym of an word of inner strength? Confidence. With confidence, I will be able to stand in front of
Thank
them.
you very much,
Yes.
Mr. Mahat. You've done really well, but I prefer or I suggest one lacking that you have. That is, whenever you get the question, try to answer it first, okay? Then stress
Yes.
the answer. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Always remember that you have a question and you have to be specific whenever you answer that particular question.
Okay, sir.
Understand? Okay,
Yes, sir.
then you can stretch it, find out some links, or go here and there with the questions answer. But okay, thank you. So that's
Thank
all for the time being. Hope to see you in the next class. Okay, now you tell me about your institution, the English coach.
it's really interesting. When I first went there, I had a lot of I would say I was really anxious, and I was really facing some difficulties to speak, because I didn't spoke English for a very long time, and I really had that problem with stammering right now. I used to stammer a lot recently whenever I tried to speak in English, but after joining the course and after being on the dice for 2 or 3 times, I believe that my fear of speaking or that stammering has improved a lot, and I would say that all the credit goes to the English coach to
Okay,
fix
that's
qualify
nice.
me.
That's fantastic, and best of luck. Best of luck with the practice that you have taken watching series Game of Thrones. I hope you could complete it sooner. Okay.
Inshallah, inshallah,
Thank
yes,
you.
sir.
Thank you. See
Thank
you
you,
in the
sir.
class.
Thank you,
Assalamu
sir.
alaikum.
Alaikum salam.
The English Coach. Learning is now super easy.